Hi everyone, welcome on board to CATKing. This is Anisha here, and we have just got the shortlist come out for IIT Delhi MBA program. Yesterday, 2 days back, we had IIT Bombay and IIT Kharagpur calls out. Today, we have IIT Delhi calls come out. This is a very important and a very good college. So please, people who have got shortlisted, make sure you prepare really well for your IIT Delhi interviews. Okay. Let's have a quick look and understanding of what kind of interview experiences have been coming first when we talk about IIT Delhi. Then we look at the admission and the selection process, how it's going to go on for each one of you, right? So look at the what PI docket of IIT Delhi, which is there on your dashboard. आप जब login करोगे ना, तो वहाँ पे non-IIM dockets करके है. In that we have the IIT Delhi, all of the dockets available. ठीक है? This is an experience from IIT Delhi. जब offline होता था, but interview का fair idea you will get कि what kind of questions come and what we are supposed to prepare for ourselves. Okay. So the what was somewhere relevant to some outsourcing, where 30 minutes of time is given. Okay, they do your document verification as well. Each one of them online process may be document verification hota hi hai, right? So the questions which were asked, the panelists consisted of 2 females, 1 professor and 1 alumni, right? So the alumni and the professor asked different set of questions. Here we have, tell me something about yourself, something that is not in the IIT Delhi form. तो अपना form अच्छे से भरना, जो आपने पहले submit किया है वो फॉर्म उनके पास रहेगा handy for sure. ठीक है? Then this person spoke about that I write on Quora. So what do you write? What kind of experiences are you familiar with on Quora? The good discussion about the same. Is the demand there? Or cross question. Now, when you're doing something different and unique, you're obviously going to have cross questions coming on the same. Okay. Then they moved on to now sports, where we're talking about, okay, so you play hockey. Why, how is the hockey shifted over a time, and what do you suggest for the Indian hockey team? Very important, what you are doing, know about that particular stream. Like, for example, you are a musician, you are a dancer, you should know what is the prospects of the same hobby or interest which you have currently in India, what's new happening, what's the news for. So they discussed, have a good discussion about hockey, who's your hockey role model, why didn't you make career in hockey, why do you think this is the national game, and good discussion about the same. And then we move on to now knowing more about you as a person, and they start talking about, tell me about now your school. So they are talking about your school, how old are you, what's your age, and very interestingly, they are having, do you have some work ex? Are you still in college? So you're a fresher. Okay, so you're an economic student. Bang on. Now it comes to freshers, economic student. तो आपको कुछ ना कुछ eco के subjects, कोई graph बनाना तो आने ही वाला है for sure, right? So they talk about what is elasticity. Draw graph for it. Okay, interesting. Now they are talking about demand curve in the same. See, point to a water bottle cap. What would happen to its demand if I increase the price? So you're talking about demand and the price relationship in the economics graph. So eco students को बहुत अच्छे से समझ में आ रहा होगा. बाकी बच्चे लोग जो engineers हो, this is going to be bouncer for you right now. But जब आप MBA में आ जाओगे, elasticity graphs and demand supply curves, you will start learning how to make that up. But ये fundas और ये terms की मतलब आपको आनी चाहिए अभी से, ठीक है? Then they talk about, okay, tell me about your weakness. Tell me one more weakness about you. Then why do you say you're over emotional or under emotional? Which one kind of a person are you? And last, do you have any questions? So that's something which is, very, very important, and how it is. But if you look at this guy was not selected. Okay? So the interview hai, overall, the panelist and the student ka experience was, I was a very chill experience. What you need to understand is, interview will go smooth, but you have to play on your strengths. What went wrong with this student's interview is the kind of questioning, the kind of understanding which went in. You need to analyze and understand that. That is the reason why we have consolidated all the what PI experiences, selected, not selected, both for you guys, so that you know the important do's and don'ts. Okay. Tonight, we will have a session at 11 p.m. with all the IIT Delhi call getters as well, where we will talk about what is important and what is not. Quick summary, if I have to give you, academic background is very important. Work experience, medium high, but you need to know about your job and what you have done. Extracurriculars is medium. It's not the main focus area. GK questions, again, is not the main focus area. GK is more important in Rohtak, CAP, MDI, in K interviews. And knowing about the panelists, they kind of grill you very interestingly. So they have mentioned also कि यहाँ पे interviews are really stressful. So you have to make sure कि तुम तुम्हारा अच्छे से preparation कर रहे हो, know yourself very well, and start practicing for the interviews. For people who've not yet started, get access to the What PI course and join tonight 9 p.m. where we'll have the Finance Friday session. Fundas of finance are important for each one of us, right? Now let's talk about कि companies कौन सी आती है, placements कैसे हो रहे हैं, and what is the average batch profile when we look at for our selection, who can be selected. So when we look at the IIT Delhi, average work experience is 25 months. Experienced to freshers, you will see this is a very skewed ratio, I would say. Like, usually freshers काफी ज़्यादा होते हैं, but IIT Delhi में work ex people are preferred. 70% work ex people and 30% freshers. ये जो academic diversity है और previous background of diverse experience भी, if you'll see, 70% experienced people में से 41% are from 13 to 25 months of experience. 25% are 25 to 36 months of experience. 17% have 0 to 12 months of experience, and 16% have greater than 36 months of experience. So हमारा sweet spot is ये 2 to 3 years वाले बच्चे लोग, ठीक है? Then comes the educational background. Now here engineers के अलावा भी लोग होते हैं, right? तो ये अच्छे से ध्यान से देख लो. They have given you a bifurcation of engineering में भी कौन से stream से हो, core and all of those aspects as well. So let's look at that. For EXTC, we have 25.6%. Mechanical, industrial and production, 23.6%. Com science and IT, 20.7%. BB and BCom, हमारे freshers, non-engineers, 12%. Electrical engineering and electronics engineering, 7.5%. Chemical engineering, 3.6%. Metallurgical and mining, 2.5%. Civil engineering, 2.4%. Applied petroleum engineering, 1%. Aerospace engineering, 1%. मतलब थोड़े से offbeat engineers भी हैं. Very important, IITs, NITs, SRCC के जो लोग हैं, there are 13% of that, which is a good number itself. The average CAT percentile for freshers is 99.04 percentile. Overall, it is 98 percentile. There are a lot of people coming with certifications done from CFA, Lean, Six Sigma, AWS, Kotler, Python, lot of different backgrounds, right? Very important is now the placements. 100% placements to hai hi, for sure. Average placement is 18.5 lakhs. Highest is 33.8 lakhs. 16.2 lakhs is the median package, right? Previous industry experience, say we have people from all the various experiences. Dekha tha humne 70% workex wale log hain, coming from all the streams possible, which is there, right? If I look at the overall placement highlights, 29.7% are in sales and marketing. 26.7% in IT, analytics and consulting, 20.8% in supply chain and operations, 17.8% in finance, and last 5% in HR. That is with respect to the IIT Bombay's placement process and the placement stats and highlights. You know which are the companies coming on board. This is doing genuinely very well. Very important for you to keep in mind is कि हमारा admission का selection process कैसे होने वाला है, right? They have clearly given कि interview process will be conducted online. So when they're saying it's online, that means it's just a personal interview, which is going to be between 7th to 13th of March. So right now, all you need to do is gear up and start preparing for your interviews. Focus on knowing a lot about yourself, about your work ex, your academics. All the people who are from various engineering must do questions here on the dashboard. Each stream wise, pad lo and have your answers ready for each one of them. Rest, I shall see you guys 9 p.m. in the Finance Friday session, and you will be meeting Rahul sir along with an IIT Delhi tonight at 11 p.m. as well. Bye-bye, take care.